Hey guys, I'm Props, and today I'm gonna use an old toy to make a lightsaber cutaway. The first thing I did was got an old lightsaber that I had, and after inspecting it and taking the whole thing apart, I went through and used my Dremel to clean up some of the inside mechanisms so that I could fit in some small tubes inside it. I then went through and filed down some edges to make a groove along the top so that the emitter would be able to have an empty gap in it. I then cut up the lightsaber blade to make some interior details like the battery packs for it. I cut some grooves in that and then cut up some other tubes and bottle caps and other assortments of little small round pieces to make some of the other interior details. Then I went through and cut out where the kyber crystal would be. I used my Dremel for this, but you could easily use a handsaw. And then I filed away the edges of the plastic and put in some thin tubes that I had to make a kyber crystal cage, kind of like the Force Unleashed lightsaber. I then took everything apart and then went and primed everything black. I did a couple layers of this to avoid dripping, and then I went through with an aluminum spray paint, which is a pretty high shine to give it a kind of a chrome look. I then painted some details like some bronze and some gold in some of the areas to give it some detailing, and then I painted the kyber crystal chamber cage and some of the small details a black and a gold mixture. For all of this I used a non-buff color just to give it a slightly more weathered look, but if you're going for an entirely clean lightsaber you might want to use a high shine or high gloss paint for this. I also fixed up some of the imperfections in the silver paint job just by brushing on the silver spray paint with a paintbrush. And then I went through and did a black wash over the whole thing to seep into the recessed areas and to bring out all the details. I added in some lights, and overall I think this turned out pretty good. For it being a modified toy, it looks pretty good. If you guys want to see any more of my videos, be sure to like and subscribe. See ya.